What is up, YouTube? It has been exactly 1 month and 1 day since I started my Freeform dreadlocks, or since I decided to stop tangling my hair. I used the sponge method to get it started, and in the beginning, I learned so far that you want your hair to be closer to wet, like not soaking wet, but closer to wet to get it to work. However, I have like different textures of hair, like some parts of my hair softer. So yeah, that hair just wasn't really getting, it just was not really getting caught up in the little sponge circles or whatever. It wasn't helping. It wasn't working out. But anyways, I have decided to stop using the sponge method or using the sponge altogether. It did help get things started, so I think it was a good purchase. Let's see. I've been using natural leave-in conditioner, which is going to contribute to residue in my hair, but the results of my hair not looking and feeling so dry has worked out. And also, I cut the sides and the back of my hair, in case you can't tell, so let me give you guys a 360. All right, so hopefully you can see that. I got the camera sitting in like a really interesting angle, so yeah. But yeah, so I cut my hair myself, and I've been kind of cutting it, like, I guess for the past like 2 or 3 years. So off and on, I go to the barber as well. But yeah, so I guess it's kind of a high top fade, semi-free form, high top dreads, whatever. Yeah, it's that. I kind of had this haircut before, but those dreadlocks ended up being super dry, and the hair at my crown was breaking off. It was just a lot of like things happening because I was neglecting my hair for the most part. Ultimately, I think trying to get your hair sectioned, the sponge method is a good way to go, but you have to apply pressure, and I feel like the friction, I think I had a lot of shed hair after all the friction and just trying to get it to do right. So in the end, I probably wouldn't necessarily use that method again unless I just forget. I wouldn't use that method if you have had success with using the sponge before just to get your hair to look textured. Then you will probably, and you liked it, you'll probably be able to get your dreadlocks started that way. But it really just depends on how soft your hair is, I think, or whatever. It really depends on your hair. So I wouldn't be able to say, hey, you should use it, or hey, you shouldn't use it. But for me, I probably, if I cut these off and started again, or washed these out and started again, I probably wouldn't use it. Other than that, I still do wash my hair every 3 to 4 days. I just washed it yesterday. Was there anything else? I mean, there's really not a lot. There's not a lot going on, just I'm digging this a lot better. This side comes loose sometimes when I'm sleeping, so I do have to go in, and I just take my fingers and just twist it sometimes, which is kind of what I do most times, which is why my hair looks the way it looks. Let me give you guys like a front or a top view. So if you can see that, you can tell that I've been playing around with it. One thing that I was thinking, if you have like really, really curly hair, like when your hair grows out, you have like coils, consider doing, instead of cutting your hair off, maybe cut the style you want, leave the length, and go get the cut you want, leave the length, or don't get it cut, do the whole head, whatever. But the point is to like leave length and do like a detangle. Do a finger detangle. So wash your hair, get your conditioner, do a finger detangle in the shower, shake, 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 and get your curls. If you can, if you can get your curls to pop just doing that, then leave your hair like that. Just wash your hair, detangle one time, and start your dreadlocks like that. Because that natural curl pattern will go ahead and section off your hair. Like if your hair has the ability to clump together, your hair strands have the ability to clump together, you could get some really perfectly, like perfect size dreadlocks started that way. So for people who have curly hair, that's just to throw that out there. It might make it less of a hassle for you. And then you would just, remember to, that way when you wash it, or when you wash it, try not to disturb it. Just get the scalp. And so that way, every time you can wash it when you want to, but every time you wash it, you could just shake it and then, separate, just pull them apart versus twisting, manipulating, or using a sponge. Like that I could see that working. I've thought that was going to work for me, but that probably would have worked before I cut my hair. Like right now, it's too short to get a detangle, a finger, like a proper finger detangle. I should have tried that, but I mentioned it to my fiance who, has had dreadlocks before, and she has really, really curly hair. But it depends too, because if you have like different textures on your hair, so like say you have small spirals at the top, but then along the sides you have really big juicy curls like she does, then this might not work for you unless you're planning to wear just like a high top sort of cut. Anyways, I'm just rambling on. It's just ideas. So if you just happen to be watching this video and you're thinking about it and you happen to have like a really curly hair texture, that's probably one of the simplest ways to get your hair to grow out, especially if you already have length and you don't want to cut it. And then you can just kind of like watch it develop over time. That'd be kind of cool. But I don't think that would have worked out with my hair because, like I said, the sides are one texture, like a texture of their own, and they don't curl. It doesn't curl up that way for me. The top, like the front, would do that, and the middle wouldn't do. It would not do that, and the back would. But it would all have to be a lot longer to even get there. And honestly, I decided that, I do have the patience to do it. I just decided that my priority wasn't to wait for my hair to grow out. And I feel like now just having it cut is just a little bit easier to maintain. And it's easier to just get up in the morning and go and not feel a way about it. But anyways, this video wasn't about anything, but it's been a month. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. And if you have any tips for like, if you have tips on like cutting your own hair, let me know. But also, if you would like to see any like tutorials on how I maintain my hair, just tell me in the comments below. Peace.